Hey folks, Horror Bob here with the Horror Review with my first video review. It's going to be I'm not going to say it's going to be a negative review. It's going to be a fair review for a After Dark original film called Area 51. It was released by Liongate's Home Entertainment, and it was probably on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel too. So, you know what to expect. If you've read my reviews of a lot of the sci-fi original movies in the past, you know that I'm not a big fan. But they do have their audience. This film, Area 51, I got the DVD about a month ago, 2 months ago maybe, and it was just one of those films that I popped it into the DVD player one night and was kind of surprised that it was actually better than most of those sci-fi original films. I mean, the After Dark films, they were, some of them are good and most of them aren't, but it's kind of weird now that you see like After Dark and Sci-Fi, they kind of have like this bond together now. I think the two production companies kind of came together and decided to, use both each other to make these films. Now with Sci-Fi Channel, what you always usually get is, I think I read somewhere, and I've heard too, is that they have like a certain amount of movies they have to make for the channel per year. So that's why you have so many of these like Sharktopus and whatever the hell, they have all these weird beast things, movies with the killer tigers and half deer and half, platypus killing people or whatever the hell they have. So they have they have to make a certain amount of films per year, and some of them are horror. Area 51 is pretty much about, you guessed it, the Area 51, that top secret government base. But in this film, I kind of liked the way the plot was. It was about the Air Force was under a lot of pressure from the media, and the government was under a lot of pressure from just the people wanting to know what's inside Area 51. So the Air Force grants these two journalists access inside Area 51 and to see what it's all about, and they kind of try to the characters in the film that are part of the Air Force, like the generals and everything like that, they kind of try to dumb it down, we just do weapons and stuff, like top secret weapons and stuff like that, stuff that people really don't care about. So they only show them I think there's 5 levels or something, if I remember correctly, and they only show them 4 levels, and the aliens on the 5th level or something like that, and the alien's oh look, my opportunity to escape, and basically that's what happens. He escapes, people start dying, and then the reporters realize, oh my god, there really are aliens here, and they really are trying to keep it from us. And it becomes this whole lockdown situation where the alien is, offering people here and there, and, you get the point. It's one of those films that's the plot's kind of easy to guess. There's a little twist in there, though. I won't give it away. But anyway, like the rest of these direct-to-video films from Sci-Fi Channel, it's a crapshoot, but the majority of the time you're going to lose. They're bad. They're plain and simple. A lot of these films, you have to be a special kind of person to like them, and I'm not that special kind of person. This one's decent though. I kind of enjoyed the plot a little bit. Even though the production value still has that B movie feel to it, it's just a plot I thought was pretty cool. It's a cool idea, letting journalists into Area 51, and then all of a sudden shit hits the fan, decent acting. The effects weren't that bad. I mean, better than most of those sci-fi originals you get, I mean, this alien looked decent. It wasn't entirely crazy-ass CGI. The production value it had that B-movie feel, but it was good. It was decent. I'd give it probably about 2.5 stars, just because it's probably one of the better original sci-fi films. And what bothers me, the whole thing is, After Dark films, they had that good run. The first 8 films to Die For, they had, the first 2 series were pretty good. The first 2 sets they set. Now it just seems like they're kind of just borrowing. They're buying films that were already made to try to just kind of release them, and they had the Butterfly Factory. Where the hell did that come from? You know what I mean? But Area 51, it's okay. You have to, if you're really into sci-fi and you're really into this whole cheesy cheeseball sci-fi kind of thing. This one's not that bad. So I give it about 2.5 stars with a thrill and scare factor of probably about maybe, I'll be nice, I'll give it about 2 stars. You go to, I believe it's LionGatesHomeEntertainment.com, and there's AfterDarkFilms.com, I believe, for the websites for it. And that's about it. So this is one of those movies that, check it out if you want. If not, hey, I don't blame you. Once again, I'm Horror Bob with the Horror Review, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for listening.